see my slides, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great, great. So good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure to participate in this celebration, the Graph Group celebration. In these slides, I prepared some memories, some photos. Some of them were from my cell phone, and some of them they are public available. So I will share these personal and professional memories during my career in the participation of the Graph Group. So Professor Crispin already mentioned that, well, I cannot start this conversation without mentioning the Gravazon group at Belém. And, well, I joined the Gravazon group at 2014 at Belém, which our store is now a 6,000 kilometers from Aveiro. And where I started to work on gravity and learn the basics of general relativity. And I was trying to trace back what was the first conversation that I had with the people from the Graph group at Aveiro. And the first memory and the first pictures that I have was during this fifth Amazonia workshop on black holes and analog models on 2018. And this was the beginning of my master degree. So I was looking for some topic to research under the supervision of Crispino in the master degree. And during this workshop was the first time that I met and I had conversation with Carlos and also with Pedro. And there are two photos here. One is in the auditorium, and you can see Crispino, Carlos, Pedro, me, and all the people that was participating in this conference. And well, at this time, we started to discuss the techniques of the technique of ray tracing, and I started to learn the theory and also the codes, how to produce these types of images, this type of ray tracing images. And well, we had the first conversation by the end of 2018. And the first images they came out around June 2019, where I prepared the code under the help of Pedro. He helped a lot because he was dominating these techniques, and also Carlos. They were dominating these techniques, and me and Professor Crispino were trying to learn these techniques here in Brazil. So. I think you can see my slides on the first ray tracing result, or is it frozen in the Graph group?
I think it's frozen. It's frozen. It appears to be.
Yes, it's frozen. Okay. I think
now we can. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so these were the first simulations. It was a kind of a black and white pattern that we were illuminating the black hole. And these simulations, they were obtained around June 2019. After that, I started to refine the ray tracing codes and change the illumination and also playing with these tools. And we started to study the shadows not of only Kerr and Schwarzschild black holes, but also of some other black hole geometries. And not only with this more artificial color pattern, but also when surrounded by accretion disks. And we had the first publications. The first publications, they came out around at 2020. And well, the first paper was the study of the shadow and the gravitational lensing of some rotating solutions that were obtained by a modified Neumann-James algorithm. And we also published a pedagogical article on the Brazilian Journal of Physics. And it was very nice because we were introducing this type of techniques to the Brazilian physics community, which I think they were not very aware about the Event Horizon Telescope results of 2019. I think it frozen again. So
Correct. Yes, we are still seeing. Then we refined the ray tracing codes and 4 images.
Yes, I think it's frozen. Let me try to check something very brief.
Now we see my first publications with graph group.
Okay, it's taking a while. Okay, so I will move on. It's still frozen. Just a second. Okay, I started to share on the computer. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see visiting graph group. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe
okay.
Like this instead of full screen mode. I don't know if that helps or not. But...
okay, I will try. I will try like this.
Because now it's iniciando apresentação de slides.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you see it right now. Okay.
Visiting graph group. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. So after we got this first published result in 2020, in 2021, I had the opportunity to visit the graph group in person through this sandwich program, which covers the expenses for some PhD students in Brazil to go abroad. And when I got to the graph group, I noticed the high level of the discussions and also the deepness of the discussions. And I was very happy to participate and to see how science is done in one of these European centers. It was during the pandemic time, so I was presenting this black hole workshop in Aveiro using the masks. And around this year, in 2021, we also published this paper, Can Different Black Holes Cast the Same Shadows, which was a very, very interesting project that we worked together. And one thing that I can mention is the friendship that I had during this time. And well, by coincidence, I repeated the photo that Nico have shown in his slides. And well, I had some friends there in this time. For instance, Nico, Tevaldo, Lorenzo, Ivo, Yanzi, Jorge Delgado, Antonio, and all the people that were part and is still part of the Gravazon group, of the Graph group, sorry. So in 2022, I had the opportunity to visit for a second time the Graph group at Aveiro. This was founded by a project that Professor Crispino had at that time. And it was more special because many members of the Belém group were there. For instance, Crispino itself was there, and there was also Zeus and Sergio, and also Carolina. And this is the picture of the ceremony where Carlos got the prize of the research of the University of Aveiro, which was a very special day. And I think you can see the slides where the pictures are. Can you confirm it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's smooth now.
Yeah.
Okay, it's smooth now. And I also remember in this second time at the Aveiro group, this visit to the Coimbra Museum, which was organized by Pedro's mother, where we saw many interesting experiments there that had a very interesting story in that lab. So in 2023, I finished my PhD. I got the defense of my PhD, and on the thesis, I acknowledge Carlos and Pedro for all the discussions and the hospitality during my stay in Portugal, which was a very pleasant time. And well, my PhD got some prizes, as Professor Crispino mentioned it, and I acknowledge that part of it is due to the works that I did with the Graph group, especially these black hole simulations, which I think they are very, they call the attention of an examining board of these prizes. And right now I am at the Federal University of Maranhão. I got a position here. The state of Maranhão is, well, 600 kilometers from Belém, the city where I am right now, São Luís, is around 600 kilometers, and it's a different university, it's a different workplace, but the works that we started and we have in development, they still go on. And for instance, I can quote this work that we published today, in collaboration with Pedro Sá, which is a PhD student in Belém, me, Carlos, and also Crispino. And I'm also very happy that this year the Graph group could visit the state of Maranhão. So Carlos, Manuel, Filipe, and Ana, they gave a talk here during the national conference of the Brazilian physics community. It's this left picture here. We also could visit the so-called Lençóis Maranhenses, which is a desert that is in this area here. I think you can see my pointer, and I hope you can see my pointer. It's in this area here, so it's a desert. And due to the rain during some months of the year, there are some lagoons there, and they are very blue. So this is the central picture here. We got some other pictures here in the sands, and there is also this very nice picture of Ana from the Graph group on a restaurant in the middle of the road, which is called Mocotó da Ana, which is a kind of typical food from Maranhão. Well, I would like to finish my presentation by saying that right now I am working at the Federal University of Maranhão, and I started to supervise the undergraduate students here, and I always try to use the things that I have learned with the gravity group at Aveiro, not only the techniques but also the way that we conduct the discussion, the deepness of the discussion, and try to understand things from the bottom. And well, by the end, I would like to wish a long life to the Aveiro Graph group. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Haroldo. And I think that for many of us that have interacted with you, it's really rewarding and fulfilling to see someone that we've met as a master student now becoming a professor and starting his own group. It's really nice, and all the best also to your efforts in Maranhão. And with that, we move to the second to last